Take your time, Scott.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Sam Arce, also known as Broadway Sam, and welcome back to Lunch Break with ATI. And today, I can't. I'm just so happy because I have Sophie Jones with us because we're doing Young Frankenstein. And joining me today, you were in our last year's show of She Loves Me.
Yeah.
And you played, what was the character's name?
Amalia Balash.
That's right. And now you're back as Inga, who is the beautiful assistant for Dr. Frankenstein, or Stein. Frankenstein, right? And you're the unforgettable job assistant. And thanks for joining me.
Yeah, happy to be here.
So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I mean, this is a great run with great people.
I mean, the show's been up and running. We're in week 3. This is the final week. And we were kind of talking and, asking, this is the week where everything's just kind of flowing, smooth sailing, enjoying your time. How are you enjoying yourself here in Carmel? Because this is your second time.
Yeah. My second time being here. I love it. Sometimes when I go somewhere for the first place, I, try and carve out a little spot for me. But this time, since I've been here already, it's been wonderful just exploring the city more and taking advantage of the trails you guys have
right,
here.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
It's the fall in Hamilton County in Carmel.
Yeah.
So
Stunning.
you're staying where?
With Renee and Jim Selvio.
Well, shout out to them.
Yes.
We want to thank all the people that do that, but shout out to them.
Yes, they're wonderful.
Well, we have the Gokis and Jill Zaniker, all these people that help us house our actors.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty nice digs. To me.
Oh my gosh, yes. A beautiful home, wonderful couple, so grateful, so generous.
And then we talked about you get to eat out sometimes, and you mentioned that you went to Salt.
Yes. Oh, it was phenomenal.
Because that wasn't here.
No, it wasn't here.
That's
last
where
year.
the old Matt the Millers were. And in fact, I just went with John. I'm just going to wave. John is actually in the audience here today. John and I went after a board meeting, and we got to meet the owner and my friend Bashir Barani, who is the hospitality manager. Great place. They really did a great job.
Oh, the food is incredible there.
And you probably go back to the cake bake shop. So
yes.
There's so many great places to eat. Well, we're going to dive in, and I just want to say, opening night was incredible. And it was so much fun seeing you. And so, how did you first get into theater? I know you're from Minnesota. Tell us a little your background.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Minnesota, born and raised there. And I think as the youngest of 3 kids, my mom was just trying to find some summer activity to get us all out of the house.
Really?
Yeah.
So it wasn't something you were like, this is what you wanted to do?
I think I was a ham when I was little anyway, and she was like, I feel like this is probably...
So you're the youngest. Did you have brothers and sisters? Or
one brother and one sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were the youngest of the other, and how much older were the others?
2 years difference both
Gotcha.
ways. So my sister is 4 years older than me, and my brother is 2.
So did he play sports and
Yeah.
your sister was in dance or music or something? Or?
My sister was more she was National Honor Society.
Very smart. She a doctor now or something?
She works in HR.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
So
okay.
she's protecting people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got in that, and did you start doing theater very young? Did you do children's theater?
Yeah,
in school?
I think the earliest thing I can remember is I was in like a the church's Christmas play or something,
Gotcha.
and I played the Star of Bethlehem or whatever. Yeah.
What a way!
I know, right?
I'll tell you.
So that was probably the first thing I remember, and also I was in a children's theater group would come, and put on a show in a week, right? So it was really kind of bare bones. They had all of the costumes, and we would just rehearse, open, and close.
Was this before they had those like junior productions, like Junior Annie, Junior?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because that became the big thing now.
Yeah.
Where they have these things where they do the junior versions of it. But it is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So and then you went to you stayed in Minnesota, went to school in Minnesota.
I actually went to school in my hometown. It's Minnesota State University, Mankato.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yes, shout out. And I really liked it there. I mean, I was comfortable in my hometown, but also we did 18 productions a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get a Bachelor of Fine Arts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So 18 productions in a year.
A year, yes.
That meant you were always rehearsing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And like that was with, dance concerts and choir concerts and everything like that. And that included their summer season because they turned into a professional theater during the summer, Highland Summer Theater.
Favorite role during that time? Do you
Oh,
remember?
gosh.
What would be your favorite?
Favorite role?
Yes.
I mean, I had a lot of fun. I was a silly girl in Beauty and the Beast, and that's always really fun. Yeah. I was Antigone. That was...
Oh, that's a great role.
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, I think probably... Well, I also did Winifred Banks when I was in school in Mary Poppins, and that was a lot of fun too.
You got a lot to do.
Yeah.
So you, like I said, you worked with ATI before. You were in She Loves Me. What keeps you coming back? Because I remember when we first met and we talked about it, and you were glorious in that role.
Thank you.
And just everybody just couldn't stop talking to you. Everybody fell in love with you and said, "Wow, that infectious smile, that face." Your laugh, you could sing, we were all entranced, you were so good.
Thank you.
And then yet, once we had heard, and I'm on the committee that helps, as we're curating these shows, and once I heard that you were going to be coming back, I was like, wow, this perfect. And then opening night, saw you, oh my gosh. Very different role.
Yes, very different.
So when you had the opportunity to do this role, what brought you back? I mean, it's work, obviously.
Yes, but more than that, it's I always look for theaters who really have a sense of community within them. And I mean, work is work and I love work.
Sure.
But if I can work at a theater with just great directors, great people, they cast really well, and just everyone is so kind here. And it was really like top of my list. I was like, well, I want to go back to ATI.
And that's what you come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like coming home in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good because, I know you live in New York and we're going to talk about that, but it's different. So for you, and how when you did Young Frankenstein land on your radar, did you audition specifically for Inga, or did you just audition? Because I know when they audition.
Yeah. So this is a funny story.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
I didn't think I could dance Inga. I was like, I don't think I'm the best dancer. Like, they're going to want someone like...
After She Loves Me? I saw you dance.
Yeah. But I was just like, I think I'm going to throw my hat in the ring for Elizabeth, his fiance, because I'm like, oh, that's a great role. She's funny. She's on for 2 songs, and then she leaves. And I'm like, that one. I want that one. And then Darren was like, no, I'm going to call you back for Inga. And I was like, okay.
And you know what? I think Darren was right because he casted you as Inga, and who did he cast for Elizabeth?
Megan. She's phenomenal.
And yet, I'm not saying you couldn't do it, but I think it was perfect the way you being Inga and her being...
Yeah.
Because she is funnier than...
She's so funny. She's a perfect... the way she, like, pitter-patters around the stage.
She's like a little
Hilarious.
Kristen Chenoweth,
Yes.
But she's herself, and yet I could understand why you could have liked that role.
Yeah.
And you had to have some skills in order to do this role.
Yeah.
Tell us one of those skills you had to do.
I had to learn how to yodel. And
you've never yodeled? I mean, being in Minnesota?
I know. My Scandinavian roots are crying out right now. But, I mean, like, I had played Maria before,
Yeah.
and there was like, half yodeling and
Right.
the lonely goat herd, and it really isn't that much of a yodel. But learning Roll in the Hay, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go full throttle. Like, I'm actually gonna learn how to yodel, because a lot of times I think it's such a niche specific skill that the women playing Inga don't really have time to learn how to
Right.
yodel, and so they sing it in a musical theater style. And I was like, you know what? If I'm
You
if
deep
I'm gonna
dived.
do if I'm gonna do this,
I
I'm
went
gonna
back
yodel.
and
Yeah.
looked,
Uh-huh.
and you started doing it. How long ago? Because as soon as you learned, you got the part.
Yeah, it was well, even before then, for the callback, I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna challenge
Try- yeah.
myself. I'm gonna try and yodel. And I started learning it in March.
Right, because that's what I went back into the social media,
Yeah, uh-huh.
and then mutual friends and people were saying, she's learning how to yodel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's commitment. There's method acting, and then there's yodeling. That's a whole nother level.
I know. But yeah, and now I have that on my resume. Can
Now let me
yodel.
ask you a question. When you were learning, were you in New York at all? Were you in your apartment? Were you in your shower doing this?
Well, I was
or outside your window?
Yeah, it was like in my living room, and luckily I live in
Because
like
you're in the Heights.
Yeah. But luckily I live in like a pre-war apartment, so those walls are thick.
Yeah, they're thick.
So like
Yeah, but they have good sound quality.
I know. So I was very thankful to my neighbors. I never got a sound complaint.
Oh, you never got one of those, hey!
No, I think
You didn't ever could you please repeat, because as beautiful as it sounds.
I know. I think they thought I was a siren outside. So, but
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. I mean, and you're, so where you are in the, up where you are, yeah, I mean, you could have had all kinds of feedback.
yeah.
You could have had a little Spanish Harlem, here's a little twist. But you did some great, and your yodeling was right on point.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, I have to say, I was so impressed. And I mean, because it's such an iconic, funny role. And in the movie, so who did the movie? Do you remember?
Oh,
so it was Terry?
yes, Terry Garr.
That's
yes.
right. Who recently,
She recently passed away.
Yeah,
Yes.
to heaven, yes, Terry, and I mean, she was an iconic actress herself. So, in doing this, was there anything that drew you to that role as you as you got to anything about the role that just drew you?
Well, it's interesting because there were some struggles with Inga, mostly because I was trying to figure out how she fit into, the foursome that is so zany and off the wall. Like, you have Igor, who's ridiculous. You have Frau, I'm not going to say her name because I can't neigh like a horse. Yeah. Yeah. Who's also crazy. And then Frankenstein.
Who is played by Julie Lynn.
Perfect.
She's incredible.
Wonderful.
And so funny. And you know what the thing is that she has to stay in character the whole time, but every once in a while she gives you that look, and you're looking at her, and you just know. And then, of course, when you see the show, for those of you just got to see the show. You got to get your ticket. Sir, last week.
And it was really interesting trying to figure out how to, bring the comedy to this role, who's kind of a straight person.
Yes.
In this, and you need a straight person to bounce the zany off of. And so I was just
You do it so well.
Thank you.
Because you do it in a fun, innocent, and there is in a way, the way you do it, that it just fits. It's the final piece in the puzzle that makes it work. Because without it, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it was just incredible. So now, as we go on, so like I said, how would you describe her personality? Like, you've talked about your spin on it, but the accent, the yodeling, you said the comedy. What part of the role was most fun? And what we know, the yodeling was your biggest challenge.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I also think it's like my most fun because I'm like,
Well, because you nailed
I
it.
did that.
You
Yeah.
did it, right.
Kind of.
And the
that way.
dancing.
Yeah.
You didn't think you would be able to do that.
Yeah, yeah. And so, like she's challenged me in a lot of ways. And I it's funny because sometimes, you get challenged and you're like, well, I either rise to meet it or I fall flat. And I feel like I've met it. So I'm like, oh,
did you study?
big relief.
Did you study? Did you look at the film at all?
I watched it once.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I think it's good to see the film.
Yeah.
Did you ever look at any clips from other shows just to, not just to see?
Well, it's interesting because I did look at a couple of clips of Rollin' the Hay to see how they maybe modified the yodeling to make it easier. Because I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do
How do I do this? Right.
But
you made it totally fresh.
Yeah.
You did. You made it. What's your favorite moment or song to perform as Inga? Is it the yodeling or is there another?
Yeah, I mean, I do Rollin' the Hay. It's funny because it's not like I start the show at the climax.
No.
But I do start the show at probably the hardest thing that I will have to do in the show. And then, once Rollin' the Hay is done, I'm like, okay, now I can kind of sit back, relax. So it's just a really fun time. And playing off of Ben is so fun. And John Vessels too. I mean,
he's just, I got to interview John and he is so much fun. And just can sing and he's funny.
And just a truly kind person too. I would love to work with him whatever chance I get. I'm like, please, John, put me into your contract so I can work with you.
Well, speaking of that, what was it like working with Darren and the rest of the creative team?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I had worked with Darren previously on She Loves Me, but we never really had too many opportunities to play artistically with each other on stage.
Yeah, because now he's directing.
Yeah.
Right. So it was a little different.
Yeah. But it was great. I mean, I feel like we had the same vision for the show. He was a wonderful director, had a very clear vision of what he needed from everyone, but then also was able to trust that he did 95% of the work in the casting process.
Yes.
In relation to who he had on stage.
Sure.
But yeah,
and it was a good team. It was
yeah,
good
and he just really, what I really appreciate about Darren is that he trusted us to bring his vision to life, and I love working with directors like that.
Well, and that's
just
good.
No, I cast you for a reason.
And then you had a great choreographer.
Yeah,
and
Carol's great.
And then your assistant director. Tell us about that.
Yes,
Jacob.
I don't know. I've never really worked with him before.
Yeah.
I mean,
what was that like?
Yeah.
What was that like?
No, it was great. I mean, Jacob Butler was my George and She Loves Me. And so it was really fun working with him in that capacity because I trusted him from She Loves Me, and he had wonderful insight and was able to, while Darren was, focusing on the huge picture of the entire show, Jacob was able to come in and be like, what if you did this? Or what if you did that? And so they were a great team to work with because they trust each other, and it was a great team to work with.
Good collaboration.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to because we're doing Lucky Stiff. Is our next show, and I'm the stiff, and then Jacob's playing the nephew, so it's going to be neat. So
that's going to be fun.
We'll have to compare notes. And, you'll have to give me some tips because again, being dead through that, it'll be interesting.
Right.
You were coupled up with him. Here, I'm just the he's my nephew. So okay, well that's great. So now, as we move on in this. What was your favorite? We talked about your Rollin' the Hay. You said, what was your favorite song in the show?
Oh, let's see.
It could be the ensemble, that you all do.
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone is having so much fun. Hang Him Till He's Dead is just ridiculous. I mean, Eric Olson is doing a fantastic job with that, and the ensemble is having a blast in that song, too. I really like Together Again for the first time, mostly because John and Ben are an incredible duo, and it's so fun to listen to that every night. And then Megan is ridiculous as Elizabeth, and so
God.
Deep Love is just so stupid. It's just so stupid.
Well, when everyone's out there in those, the tuxedos.
Oh yeah, putting on the Ritz.
Of course, everybody's gonna know that song.
Yeah.
So it's any fun or wild rehearsal stories that stand out?
Oh gosh.
Because I mean, this all came pretty quick.
It did.
People don't realize.
It did.
This is a total, a 5-week process, because you got 2 weeks, with tech, and then you're 3 weeks with the show.
Yep. I think we started like October, I can't remember when I flew out here. That's embarrassing. Probably October like 5th or something. And then we opened 2 weeks later, which was crazy, in a good way. But I think it was just the 5 of us bonding over putting on the Ritz. And we put a lot of work into learning a relatively new skill for all of us. And we were all so supportive of each other during that rehearsal process that I feel like it's... Oh, that's me, probably. Sorry. I didn't think that was my phone. But it's just such a good group of people in that song that...
What about our sweet monster? What do you think?
Oh, I love Craig. I mean, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but he pulled out a trick that I was like, I didn't even know you could do that. Like, that's incredible.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I had him on last week, and I just absolutely love him and love watching you guys with him.
Yeah.
I mean, the show's full of physical comedy, and I mean, there's just so many unpredictable, laugh out loud. You just have to come see this show because this is your last opportunity tonight, tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday night, and one last matinee, which will be our final show on Sunday, which is November 9th. So, and you know what I like? The studio theater is such an intimate space.
Yeah.
It's neat to go there. And it's the closeness with the audience.
Well, there's truly not a bad seat in the house.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, my seat's right in the front row, and for a reason. I love theater. I'm involved, in Broadway and the West End. I invest, I co-produce, and one of the neat things about being in the studio theater and being part of it, my best friends, Missy and Adam Shropshire, who come and they support the theater, their daughter Grace came with us, and Gracie had never been to a show, and I said, Grace was with me in that front seat, and I said, this can be a real treat, but you're in actor Spittleland, and you're going to see Liz Spit. This is post-pandemic, when we were wearing masks, but it's so much fun to really be that close. You really connect, and this show is just an incredible show. So let's talk about that. Now, we've talked about your chemistry with the cast because everybody is just so close,
Such good people in the cast. Yeah.
Your favorite scene partner? Well, I mean...
Ooh, boy. Well, and this is the funny thing, is because, everyone is just wonderful. I can't take my eyes off of Craig Underwood as the monster when he is on stage. And I don't even really share a scene with him. It's just, it's so fun to watch him because you can tell with every groan and moan that he is saying something behind it, and there are words associated
we talked
with it.
about that last week. I said the minute they rolled him in, and then everyone,
you can tell exactly what he's saying.
Exactly, he's saying something. Yeah. Well, the audience reactions are great, and the crowds just love it. The reviews have been incredible, and now I kind of think I know this. But you might have a surprise answer, so I'm going to ask you this. If you could swap roles for one night, doesn't matter who, I mean, Who would it be?
Inspector Kemp.
Really? Oh my gosh!
Yes. I think that'd be so much fun.
Well, I have to tell you,
Yeah.
that is such a great role.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so
I could see you
dumb.
be- yeah.
It's so dumb.
Pin your hair back, put the mustache
Oh,
on.
yeah. The mustache would be a requirement.
Oh, yes, the hand, the whole bit.
Yes.
It is very funny.
Yeah.
There's just so much here. You know, it's just incredible. But I mean, it's challenged you. I think it stretched you a bit.
Yes.
It stretched you a bit. And what do you hope audience take away from this show?
Just a fun time, honestly. I mean, like, it's, it's a little bit of escapism in this time, and it's a perfect show for the Halloween, like, spooky fall season.
Yeah. Because we did it on Halloween night.
Yes,
Did people come? I noticed that some people
yeah,
came dressed up.
Yeah, it was really fun. And it's just, I mean, it's Mel Brooks. Like, there's not, it's not like there's some life-altering lesson to be learned other than just
it's fun.
Yuck, come and laugh. So.
Well, that's the key. And
Yeah.
theater is about going in, enjoying yourself. One of the great things that we have here, right here in our backyard in Carmel, is, and I say it every week, it's Broadway in your backyard. We have this beautiful community, this beautiful city, right here, the Studio Theater, right next to the Booth Tarkington. You come for an evening or on a Sunday for these 3 weeks. You get to see amazing actors, professional actors. This is what Sophie does. Sophie is a successful working actor. What does that mean? Because this is what she does. This is how she makes a living. She lives in New York. You've been traveling. You've been doing this for how many years now?
Ooh, almost 10 years.
And this is how you support yourself.
Yeah.
So the thing is, what we ask you to do is to be part of our art community. Come see our shows. That's how you support live theater. And how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to hold this up, and you see our little QR code here. You can come see our show. Easy to get tickets. Go to atistage.org, and that's our website, or you can call 317-843-3800. There's not a bad seat in the house. And in this particular production, we're using the whole house.
Yeah.
It is amazing what you're going to see there. So it's an absolutely incredible show. They're put together, as we said, the best actors. You're going to get to see my friend Sophie as Inga. You're going to see Craig. You're going to see all these wonderful actors. And it's only on until Sunday.
Yeah.
So I just want to say this has just been an absolutely fun time. And there's more shows coming.
Yes.
Our next show is going to be Lucky Stiff, same place to get our tickets. And we'll have that's going to be January 30th through February 15th. As they said, Jacob Butler's coming back. You're that heartthrob from Titanic, and she loves me. Playing my nephew, I'll be the stiff, so you get to see me. And last but not least, we're bringing the most amazing Andrew Lloyd Webber production of Sunset Boulevard, which just won this last Tony season, the Tony for Best Revival, Sunset Boulevard. We're bringing it. We have it. You won't see it anywhere else here in Indiana, right here, Broadway in your backyard. And I can begin to tell you what we're doing next season. So who knows? We'd love to have you back.
I'd love to come back.
I mean, we just want you to keep coming back if you don't become too big. I mean,
Yes, of course.
And I know you live in New York, but you're traveling. And I know after this you're going to get a little rest and to the next opportunity and wonderful things. And I am just so happy that you have made our family and that you're part of our family.
I'm very
It's just so incredible. Everybody loves you. I mean, you're part of the ATI family. When you first came to us, now you're a veteran of ATI, and we want you to keep coming back.
I would
Make
love to.
Carmel a second home.
Yeah.
And I said, just keep keep doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You are a shining star and so bright, and it's
Thank
just so much
you.
fun to watch you do what you do. And so with that, thank you all for coming and seeing us and being here at Lunch Break. I'm Sam Arce, again, Broadway Sam, with Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for supporting our theater. We couldn't do this without you.
Yeah.
Yes, ticket sales help support these shows, but it's not without our patrons, without the people that support us, our board, the staff. I want to give a shout out to Meg Osborne and her team and all the people that make a difference. So with that, we'll see you. This is our last week, so get your tickets. Thank you, and see you next week, ATI Lunch Break. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless you and your family.